Welcome to Gospel Bytes!
Greetings and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite of the Gospel for the day. Today is Tuesday, August 11th. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Glory to you, O Lord. This is taken from Matthew chapter 18, verses 1 to 5, verse 10, verse 12 to 14. At that time the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" Jesus called a child whom he put among them and said, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever becomes humble like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me. Take care that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you, in heaven their angels continually see the face of my Father in heaven. What do you think? If a shepherd has 100 sheep and one of them has gone astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search of the one that went astray? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he rejoices over it more than over the 99 that never went astray. So it is not the will of your Father in heaven that one of these little ones should be lost." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise you, Lord Jesus Christ. We've heard so many reflections of this Gospel about being childlike. So we always think of a child being innocent, being pure. But actually, what Jesus is saying, the child in the time of Jesus had no status. Just like women, they have a lesser status than men. They're treated like property, so they cannot fend for themselves. And Jesus is speaking about those who are children in matters of faith. Could be the novices, the ones who are just finding the faith, those who are struggling with their faith. They're the easiest ones to be despised. For some people, they don't have a place in the kingdom, but not for Jesus. These young ones who cannot boast of any goodness that they have, who cannot boast of any greatness, that is being childlike in the kingdom. And they cannot say, "I'm a good person. I've done so many things for God." No. The childlike are the ones who said, "I'm a wretched sinner. I don't deserve, I don't have any rights, but I trust in God. God is my only hope." That's why he gave the example of the lost sheep. Some might say these are just worthless sheep. There's no status. He's just stubborn. He deserves to be lost. But Jesus said, your Father in heaven, it is not the will of your Father in heaven that one of these little ones should be lost. God cares for each one, especially the lost, the sinner, the one who is struggling to follow Christ. So let us encourage one another. Don't despise people whom people brand as outcasts or sinners, because we are all sinners. We cannot boast of any goodness, any greatness before God. It is only God who saves. So let us take care, especially of the little ones. Guide them to Christ. Don't encourage them in their sin. Rather, lead them to Christ. I'm Father Jerry Sembrano for another edition of Gospel Bites. God bless you. Have a nice day.